Oh, hey there, guys. It's Brandon of the Ope-Eh three-way here. And I do say guys very specifically because today we are closing out Men's Mental Health Month. It's one of the very few things that I appreciate about the month of June. I hate summer. I don't do well with heat. I don't do well with this Wisconsin humidity, but I do well with the notion of men's mental health being taken seriously, about validating the conversations that we are just now having to try and save good men from doing bad things to themselves because they're stuck in prisons made in their mind, because they feel like they're hopeless in their condition, because they feel like they don't have anything positive to contribute to the world. Do want to give shouts to content creators within the community like Big Trouble Ben Bishop and the fellows over at the Wrestling for Life Network. Big props to you fellas for staging a forum for this kind of discussion. Now, not to gas myself up or anything like that, but outside of the podcasting gig, I've been working in the mental health profession now for the last about 10 years or so. Another reason why I don't really care for the month of June, at least this one in particular, besides, the nasty weather, I've been unemployed for the entirety of it. And with that came a lot of the same feelings that wells up in a lot of men, that drives them to do some pretty crazy shit. The feelings of uselessness, the feelings of not contributing, not belonging, the hopelessness, and the feelings that things that you work for ultimately don't matter. See, in times like that, I usually go back to the work of Viktor Frankl. Shit, it got dark out here. Man's Search for Meaning. You get one book plug today. Man witnessed the horrors of Nazi concentration camps and how they affected individuals within, and he looked to the survivors and found a number of very insightful things about these people. And he ascertained that there's meaning in just about everything, even in suffering. And as long as you can assign a meaning to the suffering that you endure, and as long as you can grant yourself grace in that suffering and acknowledge that suffering is in fact part of life, we don't just suffer. We also have wonderful things and things that we often take for granted. People surviving just so that they can taste a loaf of bread again. And that's always what's to bear in mind. You could have a good day, a bad day. You could have the best day, the worst day. You could have a great day, a horrible day. But you get a day, and the choices you make within that day can lead you on into the next one, where you get to start again. You get to make the choices again. And that's a luxury, a blessing that many choose to let go. They choose to neglect that. They choose to ignore that. The fact that you get another day. And I'm thinking a little too much for a man who's been drinking. I got day 2 of the new job tomorrow, so I probably should hit the hay. But we're all gonna make it, guys. And I appreciate all of you who are actually watching this, taking the time to listen to me ramble. I hope to see you at the Ope-Eh 3-way coming up this Thursday.